This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Morning.
This is our first podcast for the year, 2024.
What a ripper.
It sounds like it too.
Yeah, you're going to find out the beautiful gift I was given for Christmas from my cousin Meg.
Handmade, they say. Just so much love went into that, Nathan.
Yeah.
There could have been a bit more gratitude.
Yeah, no. It could have been some nicer wool.
No, you're honest, though.
We'll
You're
get
honest.
stuck into it.
Mm-hmm.
Nat, you blew a knee on holiday.
Blew a knee, first day.
Put a
Hear
bullet
about
in it,
that.
I reckon.
know, seriously.
And, there is a new queen in town. We discuss that as well.
Nathan,
What a massive knob.
Nat,
So that's not the biggest issue.
and Sean.
Me?
Over 937.
Oh, yeah, here we go. It's 6:04. Nathan, Nat and Sean, we're back. Oh, Sean. Sean just yawned so loudly.
Man, we're for 10 minutes at yawn.
Yeah, that's the one.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
that's
I'm
it.
fine. You can turn it off. I'll go home.
Good to be back. Massive changes for us today as soon as we walked into this place, wasn't it? It's just crazy.
Unbelievable. We'll tell you about. We've been expecting something to happen here in
Yes.
Nova. We'll speak about it a little bit later
Expecting,
on.
we were told.
But it was shocking.
Yeah, shocking.
when we walked in.
And on top of that, Harry, who normally presses the buttons for us, went to Japan, got COVID. Great work, Harry.
That is
That's
great.
right.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't we
Is
do
this
that?
Harry's third run with COVID?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon
Seems
you're
like
right,
it.
Nate.
I think it's his third
We
run.
haven't
do we
milked
believe him?
enough. No, definitely not. You've never had it.
No.
You're invincible
Yeah,
when it comes
well,
to this. I mean, you
when
get
it
sick
comes
for
to
other
this,
things,
yes.
but we'll hear about that a bit later on.
We'll tell you what we did on our break. We'll probably whinge a lot because it's the first day back and hell, we're human.
On a positive note,
Yes.
we'll put people in the running to go to Tokyo to see
Is
Taylor
that?
Swift.
And you see it before everybody else in Australia.
Yes.
So, you get to tell everyone how it ends and give the spoilers out.
Yeah, I like it. We've also got $500 thanks to What If as
Oh,
well.
hello. Hello. Couple of guests as well. Matthew Pavlich.
Yeah, and Ashton Agar ahead of the Scorchers' big match on tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. All right.
Everybody, welcome to 2024.
It's happening.
You're only a what if away from a New Year getaway with whatif.com.
Oh, Aussies just know how to holiday. It's in our DNA.
Book your accommodation, flights, car hire and more all on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel?
We're just ordering breakfast.
We're
for our
celebrating
first
Ali's.
day back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ellie is 9 years
9
today.
years, so we'll
9
get
years.
stuck into that
She
with her
said it
soon.
feels like 26.
Yeah. And we're just like all ordering our stuff. And Sean, what are you
been
ordering
difficult.
today? What are you ordering today?
I've got mushrooms on toast, but I'm thinking about this veggie bowl.
A veggie bowl. And then I just said, wait there, what version of Sean do we have? Because by this time, we usually get the tail end of
holiday Sean.
Fatty Boomba Sean that's just like ramming shit into his mouth.
Yeah.
And this is
got
the
a-
exciting time for us because he's still like, he's like, Marlene, where's your bacon savouries? I'll eat
Yes,
4 loaves.
love Marlene's bacon.
You're swimming to rottenness in 6 weeks?
6 weeks. I just said to Nathan, this is super serious, Sean, from this point on.
Super serious.
Yeah,
From now
honestly.
on.
From today, so it's so the
So
fun.
what did you eat yesterday?
Did Fun Sean stop yesterday?
Sorry, what did you drink yesterday?
Oh, no, okay. What did I eat yesterday? When we got home about 5 o'clock, we pulled into Red Rooster and I had a quarter chicken and chips.
Yeah,
It's $5.
Yeah, you did. Well, I mean, it's cheaper to get
that's
it
it,
than not
yes,
get it.
That's it.
But it's $5. You do the math.
I said to Megan, I'm super serious. Like from here on in.
from here on in?
There's no mucking around.
So once you'd finished the chips?
Yeah.
Is he still going
The moment I wake up on Monday, it is on.
Because Sean, you questioned me
desperately
this
focused.
morning because I saw
Yeah.
something on
Yes,
the table this
Nathan.
morning. I had a banana and that blew Sean's mind.
Well, you don't, notoriously, you don't eat breakfast. You don't have anything in the morning except for your tea. You drink 13 litres of tea and that's it.
I got really sick over my break for like 2.5 weeks. Sick, probably even 3 weeks, like bedridden for a couple of weeks. I was on every medication,
holiday.
everything. I thought I had COVID, got tested so many times, but during that time, I thought that my body was so unhealthy, the only thing that could save me mentally
Was to
in my
shove a
head-
banana in it.
Well, I wasn't meeting anyone, was I? Interesting way to peel it. So in my mind, and I had a craving, like a pregnant woman was for watermelon, and I thought,
yes.
I felt like my body was telling me watermelon's going to fix you.
Yeah.
So I have juiced my way through about 1 million watermelons.
I mean, I
over
like a
that
watermelon.
break.
It's
Natalie,
lovely. It's
watermelon
refreshing.
juice
It's not going to give you a lot.
I had one
But
yesterday.
what it was
Nutritional
giving
point of
me was just what I
Some
needed.
joy, yes, and water.
So you'll come
Probably
back
you were
with,
just craving water.
I know, but I said to Mum, I've been drinking so much trying to get myself hydrated.
Yes.
Water started tasting metallic.
Right.
You know when you have too much water?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's some villages in the world that say, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just like a drop. Half a glass would do us.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Ali, we've missed you. Welcome back.
Absolutely.
You guys too. I'm not going to lie.
And Ali, we're celebrating 9 years of you being here today.
The
Allegedly.
happiest 9 years of your life, right?
And the technicality, it's 8 with you guys and 1 year in Sydney, but still 9 altogether with
The company.
the company.
Wow, 1 year away from getting, oh God, what does she get for her 10th? Do you get a present for your 10th?
Well, it's long service leave for starters.
Did we get a
She's
giant
pro-rata on
bottle
that, yeah.
of champagne,
We
didn't
did,
we?
yes.
Yeah.
Or
you're
you
right.
and I did. Sean
Yes.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, I got a smaller one, didn't I? None of us drank it. Did any of us drink our
Anywho,
champagne?
Still got it, by the way. I'll give you an update one day about how much that bottle's worth now.
Did you want to talk about how much you missed us over the break? Or
I know.
So heaps,
I
eh?
did, actually. I did. It's so weird for me to say that because every time you're back, I'm like, oh.
I know. But didn't miss us enough to contact any of us.
Well, I can count on one hand how many people wished me a happy birthday over the break.
I know, and that's embarrassing because Amy sent us a reminder.
She did too.
Did she really?
I can't even remember the date. What is it again?
And let me show you on my hands how many of you texted me happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's a
we know.
fist.
No,
Yeah.
we know.
What's wrong with you guys?
But we texted Harry.
What's the date again? What's the
We
date
used
again?
all our birthday wishes up on Harry, who has the same.
20. It's around the 20th.
Yeah, it's in the 20s.
It's the
Isn't it
20.
the 19th?
The 19th.
19th.
Okay,
So
so it's
that's
the
the same
19th.
date. Your birthday is
That's
on the 19th.
anyone
of June.
born around that time. That's your own fault.
Too close to Christmas.
It's
No
actually
one-
not my fault. It's my mum's fault.
No one cares about anyone outside of their family around the festive season.
No, because they're too busy
Yeah.
celebrating.
But I did
be
text
born
Harry.
in a better time.
Did you really?
Did you?
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean. What do I say? What do I say? Tell me
From favourite beach getaways to the outback, take your pick of great Aussie trips on the What If app. Book accommodation, flights and more. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Up for grabs, we've got $500 cash. Thanks to our mates. What if I'm laughing because Sean doesn't know the answer? And Nathan,
I was thinking, is it written on the sheet
Nathan
here?
just remembered he had to tell him. Don't
Okay.
say it. Don't say it.
No, I'm not. This is
Okay.
going to be fantastic. By the way,
here's what's going to happen.
Okay, you go now.
Right, is our contestants are going to ask us questions that require a yes or no answer. If they get a yes, they can ask another question. They get a no, we move on to the next person. We're looking for an Australian tourist attraction.
Amanda, how does that sound to you?
It sounds really hard, but welcome back, guys.
Thank you, Amanda.
You're going down in history as the first person we've spoken to in 2024. Congratulations.
I know, I feel honoured.
Yes.
Thank you.
You can be our first winner of 2024
That's
too.
right.
It's $500 up for grabs here.
All right. So, Amanda, we're looking for an Australian tourist destination, something that people know about and love.
Yep.
And you need to ask this question right now that gives a yes or no answer. Go for it.
Okay, is it in Western Australia?
No.
No.
Thanks, Amanda. It's been great.
Just like that.
Danielle's in Hillary's. Morning, Danielle.
Okay, is it in Western Australia?
Danielle, turn your
Danielle,
radio
turn your
down.
radio down.
Hey, Danielle.
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 No, we're going to move
Morning,
on.
guys. How you going?
Danielle,
Danielle.
turn your radio off. Okay, there's a delay.
There
all
she
right.
goes.
Hello?
We good
Hi.
now? Danielle.
Hey, Danielle.
Okay, we're going to have to
Okay,
move
we're gonna
on.
have to move on.
Mike's in Melville. Hi, Mike.
Good morning, guys.
Oh,
New Year,
well
Mike.
done, Mike.
Mike, back for 2024. Good to have you again.
Yeah, good to have you back.
Thanks.
All right. What's your yes or no question?
I didn't hear the first one. Was it in Western Australia?
Yeah, that was the first
Yeah, that was
question.
the first question, and the answer was no.
Okay.
We'll let him
Vic-
ask another question.
Yeah, of course we
keep
will.
going.
We love him.
Is it in Victoria?
Yes.
Out of all the states,
I
Mike.
didn't even know.
Didn't you? Did you know?
Yes.
Yes, it is in Victoria, Mike.
It is in Victoria.
Maybe I should Google it.
Right.
It's mad.
So you get to ask another question.
Is it on the coast?
Yes.
Yes. Are you in here?
Is it in Melbourne?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I can
Thanks,
safely
Mike.
say I don't know.
Mike, a bit of work done by
I
you
know.
then.
Michelle's in Applecross. Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Has everybody got their radio on
Everybody's
in the
rusty.
background this morning?
You need to turn your radios off.
Okay. If this
Hello,
doesn't-
can you hear me?
Michelle, yes. Turn your radio off, Michelle, otherwise you
Thanks,
get confused
honey.
by the delay.
Hello.
Okay?
Hi.
Yes. Hi,
Can you
Michelle.
hear us?
Michelle?
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
Now,
Hello.
so we know the attraction is in
Oh,
Victoria.
hi. Okay, I've got it. Is there water surrounding it?
Is
Sorry?
there water surrounding it? I mean, there's...
Oh, the answer is yes.
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 Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, there is. You can ask another question.
Hello?
Okay, she can't hear.
Is the game?
Hello?
Do we have to do something?
Yeah, Michelle? Yes, there's water surrounding it.
Yeah, no, there's something
Hello?
technical happening.
Yes, I think so.
There's something technical happening.
So, do we want to go to a song? Yeah,
We're gonna go to a
We'll
song.
go to a song. We go
Yep.
to a song because
Hello?
Because otherwise it's just going to be a series of people
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
hello.
unless everyone on your end, the people listening, have forgotten how radio works. You talk to us, we talk to you.
Have we got a song? Oh, we're going to go to traffic. Okay. We know what's going on. First day back. It's Smooth Machine.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast. What do I say? What do I say? Tell me I gotta know.
From favourite beach getaways to the outback, take your pick of great Aussie trips on the What If app. Book accommodation, flights and more. What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's the competition that never ends.
Back
Absolutely.
in 1988, we first started this competition.
We're trying to give away $500 from our mates at What If, which is awesome. You can start planning your own holiday. We love that for
So
you.
good, yeah.
Your job is to guess the Australian tourist destination.
Yep. So we started this just after the 6:30 news.
Yes.
The phone system went down. It is back up and running right
We
now.
hope.
So we're going to continue, but we need to continue with some knowledge.
Yes, that's right. So what we've established so far.
Yeah, well, so far we've learnt that the place we're looking for is in Victoria.
It's on the coast. It's not in Melbourne, and being on the coast, it's surrounded by water.
Here you go. Let's
So we know
welcome to
that.
the show Jen from Hilton. Hey, Jen.
Morning, how are you?
Hey,
Wonderful,
Jen.
Working well.
Good.
Okay, Jen. You get to ask us a question that requires a yes or no answer. Get a yes, you can ask another one. Get a no, we move on. Okay, what's your question?
Okay, I'm just going to go for a stab in the dark. Is it the 12 Apostles?
It is not
Not
the
the
12
12
Apostles, although a
Oh, never mind.
magnificent
But
destination.
you know
Thanks,
what?
Amazing.
Might use that for tomorrow.
Caroline's in Tapping. Morning, Caroline.
Hey, Caroline.
Caroline, are you there?
Hi.
Oh, that's okay, Caroline.
How are you?
Good, good.
Great.
How are you?
Now we're trying to figure out what this tourist destination in Victoria is. You have a question for us?
Yeah, is it Phillip Island?
It is.
It is not.
No.
Phillip Island.
Oh.
So magnificent. Go and see
Thanks,
the
though.
penguins coming in every
Yeah, I've
night.
done that.
Rita is in Mount Lawley. Hey, Reets.
Hey, Rita.
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 What is happening with this?
Have we got
Rita.
the right, have we got the right fader up?
Rita.
Rita?
I cannot.
Rita? All right, we move on. We'll go to Rachel. Rachel, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Oh,
Rachel, fantastic.
Okay, so
Good to
it's,
hear-
it's,
good to
every,
hear
it's
from
every second caller we'll speak to.
How that's easy.
Okay, Rachel, what's your question?
Okay, I'm just going to have a guess. Is it the Silo Art Trail?
It is not
Silo Art
Trail.
Trail. Wow, what
It's
is
not
that?
so much coastal, so it's
What is
like
it?
the
They
wheat
do-
silos
yeah.
in country towns. They do massive.
yeah.
We've
murals
got
of
them down here.
Yeah, there's one at Ravensthorpe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful, Sean.
Are we going back to Rita? Hello, Rita.
Hi.
Oh, there
Hi,
she
Rita.
is.
Hi.
Okay, Rita. We're trying to figure out what this location in Victoria is.
Penguin Island?
It is
No.
not Penguin
Penguin
Island,
Island.
Rita. Sorry.
Wendy's in Morley. Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Wendy.
Wendy.
Welcome back, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Wendy.
Wendy.
Wendy, so you can ask a yes or no
Yes.
question, all right?
Or you can have a guess. It's
yeah,
up to you.
or you can guess. Go for it.
Okay, I don't have a yes or no question.
Okay.
I was going to say Phillip Island, but someone already took my answer,
Yeah,
so
so
I
it's
don't really
It's
know.
not Phillip Island.
So don't ask that. Ask something else.
I just asked a question.
I don't even know much else.
Right, thank you. We'll move on to Peter. That's what we'll do. Wendy's got nothing for us.
Peter, hello.
Peter.
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good,
Great.
don't
Can
guess
I say-
Phillip
Can I
Island,
say
Peter.
Wendy's had to
Okay.
be half an hour
Yeah.
to think of a question?
Yes.
No.
Peter, what is your question?
Does it have an island in its name?
No.
No.
It doesn't.
It is
none of the
island
islands.
free.
Thanks, Pete. Chris is in Oakford. Hello.
Hi, how you going, guys?
Hi, Chris.
Chris.
Back on track, Chris, please.
Okay. What is your question?
I was just going to have a stab in the dark if I could.
Yeah, go for it.
Mackenzie Falls?
See you later.
No, it's not
Mackenzie Falls.
No. Well, you know what? We're learning some great destinations.
just?
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
Matt's in Doubleview. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Good, buddy.
Matt, you're onto
Okay.
it. Come on.
All right, what's your question?
12 opossums.
No, it's already
Someone
been
just
asked.
guessed the 12 apostles before, I know.
Bye, Matt.
Yeah, $500 up for grabs thanks to our mates at What If.
I don't think anybody wants it.
Danielle. Surely Danielle. Danielle, will you take this away from us, please?
Hello, Dan.
Oh, give it a go. Is it the Day of Islands?
No, it doesn't have islands in the name.
No, it doesn't.
There's no
Can you
islands.
recap that you can ask a
Okay,
question?
you can ask a question that requires a yes or no answer. We know it does not have island in the name.
Yep.
So we've ruled out
It's
anything
in Victoria,
to do with
and
Phillip
we
Island.
definitely know it's not the 12 apostles.
And it's on the coast.
Hello, Steph.
Hi, guys. How you
Hi,
going?
Steph.
We're going all
Steph,
right.
Please
we're
say
just
Phillip
trying to give
Island.
this away, Steph. What's your
I'll do my
question?
best. I'm just going to have a guess. Is it Bells Beach?
Praise the Lord.
Yes,
Steph,
it is
yes,
Bells
it is Bells Beach. You have won $500 cash thanks to our mates at What If. That is all yours, Steph. Well played.
Oh, my God. Yay. Thank you.
Well done,
Well
Steph.
done, Steph. That's how it's done, everybody.
Yeah,
Nobody
tomorrow-
wanted to ask questions, did they? Just wanted to stab and dart.
Tomorrow, I think we might rejig the game and just call it, I think I'm going to take a stab. We're thinking
in the
of
dark.
something. You just guess what it is.
Technically, having a stab is asking a yes or no question. It's just that the answer is almost always no.
No, yeah, it is.
We're doing it again tomorrow against our better judgment. It's 7:11. Everybody we just spoke to, though, is in the running to go to Tokyo to see Taylor Swift. So there is a silver lining.
Wow, everyone. Our boss, Dave McClung, who's just recently moved back to Perth because we complained he wasn't here enough. Dave, first...
What did you think about that?
Our first competition for the year, what are you thinking?
It was really bad.
So do you have some notes?
What would we do better?
What would you say?
Don't do it again.
Well, we're actually obligated to do it tomorrow. We have no option.
What if we don't?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So my holiday plans were thrown into disarray.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, my plan was to go to New Zealand and hike Milford Track.
Yeah,
Fly in and out of
fantastic.
Queenstown, have a lovely time, travel around a little bit. But the hiking
best.
was the main reason I was going.
Yeah.
And then on the very first morning of our break, so I saw you guys on the Friday. We were at Adventure World having a great time.
Yes.
All good. Went home, went to bed, got up in the morning, took one step out of bed, hurt my knee.
Oh, no.
And it blew up. And it was bad. So it wasn't too bad the first day. By the second day, I'm like,
Can I
We didn't
just
say,
say...
we didn't
can I
say this
just
is
say,
possible because this happened to Nathan when he
This
got
is-
out of bed that time. We're like, oh, come on.
Anyone that's in their 30s right now, this is
Yeah,
what's
this
going to
is your
happen.
future.
What's going to happen is one day, in probably a decade or so, you're going to get out of bed. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And you think, no, you can't possibly hurt yourself
That's it.
because you get out of bed every day. You've been
Yeah.
training
Yeah.
for this
Yes,
your
Dad.
lifetime.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah.
And every day I've gotten out of bed
Yeah.
with no
Yeah.
incident
Yeah. So-
until the first day of our
Yeah,
holidays.
so I got out of bed to get to my my Apple Watch because the update was finished. I wanted to see if the update was done. Natalie, you just got out to...
Get up. Like I was to meet the day.
Natalie,
So
that's
mine's a bit
terrible.
worse because I was doing something.
So mine's still problematic. It's no
So
good.
what did you do?
Oh yeah, mine's terrible. So and then I'm thinking, right, I've got like I had about 10 days till I was leaving for New Zealand,
Yep.
and then it was about 3 or 4 days before I started the hike. I'm like, I can do this. I'm right. I had a physio appointment booked anyway, so that suddenly was
that'll
focused on the
solve it.
knee.
Yeah. Yeah.
I managed to get a cortisone injection.
good.
I'm thinking, good to go. I was not good to go. I had to
Yeah.
cancel it.
Oh.
Did the dough. I've got to claim that back on
much is that?
travel insurance. About $4,000.
Oh, so not for the whole trip or
Really?
No, for
just
the,
the
for the
hike?
hiking.
You paid
component.
$4,000 to let someone, for someone to let you walk somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, isn't that
that's-
amazing?
It's quite luxurious
paying.
accommodation at the end of the
Okay,
day.
right.
That helps. Yeah. And so I was feeling very depressed. Went to New Zealand anyway, but just did everything you can do in Queenstown while still sitting down.
Yeah.
A lot of jet boating. Is that just,
Oh, how is the jet boating with
Yeah,
your knees
yeah.
though? Because you get slammed.
No, it wasn't
in
too
that.
bad. It wasn't
Really?
too bad.
Jeez,
Yeah, and we did
it was
I did the
rough as.
Skipper's Canyon one, which is insane.
So close to the cliff
Yes.
edge.
Oh, you
close.
honestly think you're going to die?
Yeah, and one day, like he's going to.
Yeah, he's going to hit it. They're going to have to hit it.
He's going to have a
and
bad
they have
day.
hit it because you can see there's
Yeah.
chunk marks.
Awesome.
Anyway, I got a message from a girl called Renee, and she, because I complained so much on Instagram that I wasn't doing what I wanted to do.
Yes.
And she did the same hike that I was supposed to do, exactly
Okay.
the same thing. So Milford Track. And she said, I got ITB friction syndrome on both knees day one of the same hike. They said you can helicopter out or hike the rest of the hike.
So she had a choice. Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, there's a cost associated with the helicopter because you're being medevac, essentially. She said, so I hiked out with 2 straight legs for the next 4 days over the mountain pass. It was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I wasn't repeating, so I figured I had to suck it up.
So wait,
it was like being in labour for 4 straight days.
Now, everyone, she said straight leg.
Yes.
So marching like the Nutcracker.
Yes.
Up and down a mountain.
Down a mountain.
Even marching as the Nutcracker on flat surface is difficult enough.
Well, when you're lifting your leg up, if you have to go up a stair or over a boulder.
Well, the reason, Sean, we have knees is because the human body requires bending to be able to travel.
Yeah. And so going up and down a mountain. And they reckon that mountain pass day is the toughest of all of them anyway. But doing
so you got to swing your legs straight.
Leggers, yes.
So
yes.
Did she not bend her elbows either? Just the whole military thing. Just like a girl from North Korea.
And still every step is painful.
Oh.
I would have been on that helicopter so fast.
Straight away. I wouldn't have cared what the cost was associated.
She soldiered on because she is a hero.
She is a hero, but there is a cost associated. So some people wear that and go, I can't afford that.
I know, but I would think you wouldn't even attempt that sort of thing unless you've got travel insurance.
Heart the size of theirs, Rob.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Got new royalty, though.
Yes, we do.
We certainly have.
Everybody, it's not just a cruise ship anymore. Queen Mary.
Hailey from Tasmania. Can you believe it? She's taken the throne.
It's a great glow up, isn't it?
It is one of those Lifetime Channel movies.
It is big
where
time.
a chick is at a pub and doesn't realise the guy she's speaking to is a prince that's doing a bit of a holiday.
No, he was competing for Denmark in sailing at the Olympics. That's what he was there for. Yeah.
So
you think you're just scoring yourself an Olympic athlete, and turns out he's a prince.
Isn't that amazing? And I saw him up there waving to all the crowd. King Frederick.
King Frederick, yep.
And he was really emotional. There was tears in his eyes. There's no question
He was
about
surprised
that.
how many people turned out, which is pretty fun. They're very low key with their coronations in Denmark.
Pretty amazing. Queen Margaret is the first Danish monarch to voluntarily relinquish the throne in nearly 900 years.
I think it's a really good idea.
Years.
I think it's a really good idea. And I know the Queen, when she passed, the Queen of England.
Yes.
I always thought that she would abdicate.
Abdicate?
Yes, at some stage. But I guess when she was looking down the list, she's going, these guys aren't up to it.
Yeah.
But you know what? What about when Charles was coronated?
Yeah.
That whole sitting on that old wooden chair and everyone in the Abbey and the singing and the
money
and all of it. That whole shabam was insane. When this happened, Queen Margaret went and signed a document and stood up and said, God save the King, and then Frederick went, thanks, and then he went to the balcony and they said, here's King Queen.
It's done.
That was it. Literally $7. The budget was.
They haven't had big coronations in Denmark since 1849. Yes. So they came to their senses a long time ago because they went, it's a waste of money. You don't, it's just paperwork, essentially. And they did the paperwork and moved on.
Yeah, I was reading that King Frederick and Queen Mary, before, when they were just princes, they were only getting like $4.something million.
How do they live on that?
And now they get 19.
And
19.9 million. That is.
Are they moving into the big house? So when the palace there, so there's where the Queen lived, and then their palace was just around to the side. So presumably they're now putting their stuff in boxes and moving a couple of 100 metres around.
Well, you're out, Marguerite.
They reckon that Marguerite's was worth around $60 million. So really, in the royal scheme of things, they're povo.
Oh yeah,
They are pov city.
Yeah,
but
the Queen also said to Frederick's brother, he was like, "Oh, you're no longer a prince. You're just a regular person now, pretty much." And all the kids were stripped of their titles. She pared it back. So she's a very practical queen. That's why they like her so much.
Yeah.
She used to just ride her bike around Copenhagen all the time. You could see her just riding around. Loved a fag too, the Queen.
But you know why no one was affected? Because in the scheme of things, they're povo.
They are. But well done. Queen Mary. There she goes.
Queen Mary.
We've got a link.
Did you see there was an article as well, which was so cute, and it's all these people that were there, at the coronation, really excited to be there because they were Australians that had met a Danish person
my
and
cousin's
moved over there.
one of those people.
So all the Australian-Danish partnerships have come out of the woodworks, and they all feel like that's them.
They're vindicated.
That's them. And you know why? Because you've probably got $20 less than them. Because they're povo.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean's eating a bloody 20 tonne of kale
Hey,
right
that's
now,
a
trying
lot
to
of
prove a
kale.
point.
I am, but when I'm eating the
Halloumi?
mouse pad, halloumi. That's all I think about. when
I,
I eat.
love
really
halloumi.
wish I liked
Everyone-
halloumi,
What
but
is wrong with
halloumi
cheese?
to me, that is what Pilates mats were designed from.
The problem is you have to eat it as soon as it's cooked because then it's hot and it's salty and it's gooey
really?
and it's
I've
the
had it
best.
when it's really...
No, you're doing
I just
it wrong.
didn't get the halloumi memo.
So I'm
And
eating
also,
on this kale.
the amount of kale
It's
there.
too much
So
kale.
Sean's ordered-
Quinoa as
What
well.
was it called? Like a green something?
Yeah, yeah.
A green bowl. And I
Green
just said,
veggie
like...
bowl,
and
yeah.
Sean goes, oh, it's actually really good. And Amy's got the same thing. Oh, it's actually
No,
nice.
they're
It's
talking
like,
themselves
Nah,
into it.
you are liars.
No.
Anyone that's
No.
eating that, I understand that what you're doing for your body is healthy, but
Yeah,
in your
but
heart of
you're not-
hearts, you
I'm
know
also
it's
off
not
the
right.
piss.
Yeah.
I'm also off the piss.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not
You
really
are,
going to be
yeah.
tested at 8
How long
a.m.,
for?
is it?
6 weeks.
Until a Roto swim?
No.
Jeez, you're going to go hard that night, aren't you?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to get loose as a goose.
Yeah, you'll have 2
I'm off-
drinks
I'm
and
gone.
we'll
I'm going
have
hard.
to carry you
Right,
away.
Full on.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
So, Christmas time, Sean, where were you?
Chewing down on some cheese. No, we had everybody over at our house.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Now,
Oh, my Christmas was cancelled. Thanks for bringing it up. My brother's.
That's so funny.
I know. So I saw Sean on Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
and he's like, we were in the Melbourne Coles.
Coles.
Sean has a shopping list that was a book, Nathan, a book.
really? He would have loved that.
It was
It's an
ridiculous.
actual book.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, and I'm like, oh yeah, tomorrow morning I'm driving. Going to drive down to Esperance, leave really early, be down there, for afternoon tea, Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
And then after that conversation, I called my mum and said, is there anything you want me to pick up for you? And she went, oh yeah, about that Christmas is cancelled because my brother's entire family got
About
COVID.
that. Was she
What is
going
she,
to
the
ring you and
Yeah, I know,
tell
I'm like,
you?
at what
When were
point
you
were going to
leaving?
tell me? Like the following morning, Christmas morning.
So, if you didn't ring her, did you think she would? Do you reckon she would
Yeah, I
have
don't know,
told
probably
you?
halfway
I don't
there.
think she
I
would
get
have.
to Lake Grace and she's like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's off.
That is so
So I went down
funny.
for New
Valerie.
Year's Eve over the New Year's weekend in the end. But
Yeah.
so Christmas was I turned up as the random at someone else's family gathering. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
thanks,
nice.
guys.
I
Because
do
you know
Thanks for
what?
having me, Amber.
You
and
got
Reese.
no skin in the game.
I know. And, I
You
know.
can leave at any time.
And I emceed their wedding. So I'm like, no, this is what happens when you MC the wedding. You have to host
That's
them
cute.
for the following Christmas.
I like
it's
it.
the
It's a good
rule.
idea.
Everybody
Love
knows that, right?
Well, I was down in Bustleton with my parents. We ended up getting an Airbnb basically at the last moment. Dropped a bloody lot of money to get it too.
So somebody else got COVID and couldn't go.
I think so, because there was no way I should have been able to get it.
Yeah.
Paid through the nose, though. The reason why we spent Christmas in Bustleton was my cousin Meg and her partner Pete. They're travelling around Australia for a couple of years doing caravanning.
Yeah, right.
So they said they were going to be there at that time. Mum got excited, so that's why we ended up going down there. So I did ask Meg and Pete what they would like for Christmas, because we're not really big Christmas present people. And they had mentioned that they would love to get a garment steamer for the caravan.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Because,
When you ask people presents, they never normally lowball you, do they? They always come up. And
Well,
that's just
you can
for everyone.
you can get one for like $60, right? But
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
went to
Kmart, you
Harvey
can
Norman,
buy
saw our friend Claire, went
Yes.
down there, and I got I think it was like $170.
I saw Claire yesterday.
She's
Sorry.
amazing. Yeah. So hi Claire.
How random is
So I ended up getting the best one that they could get, and I thought, okay, that's great. And then also got them a game of quoits to
Great.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
and we
a bit
used
of
on
fun.
Christmas
A
Day,
bit
and
of
also they could
caravan
travel
fun.
it around. Yeah. So then Meg was so excited to give me my gift, and she gave me the bag, and then suddenly Pete, her partner, pulls out a phone and starts filming, and I thought, oh, here we go.
Yeah. Okay, so how big was the parcel that we're talking?
It's just like a bigger size Christmas bag, you know.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez, you're in for a beauty here.
Yeah. And so it's tissue paper. I pulled the tissue paper out, and then, guys, I pulled out this, which is
That's quite big. It's
which is a crocheted
blanket.
crochet blanket that Meg has been doing on her trip.
Oh, so she's lovingly made this for you.
No, not lovingly made it for me. Apparently, on her Instagram, she
Yes.
had been making, documenting the process of making it.
'cause there's a lot of
and
downtime
throughout
when you're
it was
caravanning.
throwing people's names out of who she's going to give it to, and everyone was saying, I don't want it. Everybody. Loved ones,
Clearly,
friends, acquaintances.
do you not follow her so you didn't see when she
I
threw
didn't
your
know.
name
No, I
out
didn't
and
know.
then all of
I
a
didn't
sudden...
know.
So
you
So
got it.
everyone said no.
There's no one left.
Yeah, I do not want it. So I was the lucky one to get this. So they filmed this. They filmed the moment that I got it. Here it is.
Yum.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
In Perth, you get
That is, and it's just all the nice colours.
You're not even trying.
Yes, Ned.
It suits you.
And it's all the colours you'd want.
It is. He's right. It is all the colours. Like, obviously, we'll put a picture up on our socials, but it is. It's used.
Rank.
It's made
very
with that
rich.
wool, where the wool is like dyed all different colours and then just crocheted together. So it's got pink, green,
It's
blue,
all the colours of the rainbow. And I tell you
yellow.
what, coming from a gay man, that's too much. That is too much. And
it's well put
There's
together.
some purple in there.
if the same thing was made though, Nat, in say the Yeezy palette, where
which
I'd like
is
to
which
live,
is you
beige.
live.
Taupe.
then I'll go. Yeah, that would be
With
nice.
contrast
but this
of-
is just the cheap
bone.
wool.
So the effort's amazing. It's really big too. It's not a small
It is-
blanket.
no,
It's
yeah.
a pretty
what's
big
the
blanket.
size of
Yeah.
this? This is me.
So if
2
she's-
meters by a metre.
If she's being paid by the hour to crochet that, that's expensive.
Yeah. But you know what? This is the thing. This is the thing with homemade gifts. What are you supposed to do in that scenario? Like, for me, I couldn't bite my tongue. I couldn't bite my tongue. I had to let
it's
her
hard
know.
to
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
I had to let her know how I was really
So
feeling.
you've
and
gone
then
to the
you
effort of
double
purchasing
down.
something. Yeah, and I
This is way more effort. The rug is way
That's
more
right.
effort.
I know, but it wasn't
See,
specifically made for you.
The difference, Nathan, is you asked your Meg what she wanted and she told you. She didn't ask you what you wanted.
So,
did
of course, but people assume what I want is a giant crocheted rug.
In rainbow colours.
In rainbow colours. But to give a gift that you've made yourself, do you reckon there's any nerves there of
One of my
giving
friends
the gift?
gave me, like, she does, like, ceramics, and she gave me these, like, a beautiful handmade gift
that's
that she
beautiful.
made. Yeah. And, like, everybody wants her. Like, I want, like, they were in the Secret Santa, everybody wanted her gift. So you go, it can be a winner.
But
Well,
most
well done,
likely,
Shannon. Well
Most
done,
likely
Shannon.
that.
My next door neighbour,
not
Marnie,
gonna be
she does pottery all the time now.
Yeah.
When she first started, she did a whole range of the crappest pinch bowls that anyone has ever seen. So bottom heavy, like really thin at the top,
Yeah.
like terrible. And I still have that on display, but only because I think it's so funny how
because she
crap it
visits
is. I want to talk about the world of homemade gifts, all right? I would like to talk to people that have made somebody a homemade gift, and I'd like to
And how
talk
it
to
was
the
received.
recipients of homemade gifts and tell me about your true feelings and like how
And what
long
do you do with it?
how
Where
long
do you
How
display
long do
it?
I have to keep this around?
Do
for?
you have to put it out when you know they're coming over?
Yeah,
What do you do?
we're going to give somebody this is exciting, an overnight stay at Rendezvous Perth Scarborough.
Hello, Stay K.
Hey, check out the Rendezvous Film Club with exclusive club access. Head to rendezvouspperthscarborough.com.au.
All right, the highs and lows of homemade gifts. Have you made them or have you received them?
And where is
How
it
did that
now?
go down? Ever received a homemade gift, Ellie, or have you given them? What do you...
I certainly couldn't give one because I got no talent. But I don't think I've received one either. But I love that blanket. It's gorgeous. It's big.
I know
Gorgeous?
it
Is that the right
It's
term?
gorgeous.
I think it's gorgeous. I would say gorge.
Would you put that on your couch? No,
No.
you wouldn't. Your palette on your-
And that's where
That's
we
the
lie
thing.
the issue.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
I would love to have this lying across my couch, but I cannot, in all good conscience, bring
No.
this much pink and purple into my house.
Nathan got a blanket from his cousin for Christmas. She made it.
Yeah, crocheted it.
Using probably the only wool that was available at the time, I would guess. There's no other reason why you would pick it. It's very multicoloured. Check out our socials for a
I was
picture.
asking you if, how much wool do you reckon
Yeah,
is in there?
a lot.
Like over $100
I would
worth
think
of
so.
wool?
Yeah.
That's insane. So anyway,
Yeah.
separately, most of the staff that are here at Nova have come in, had a look at the rug and said, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Then Sean asked them a question.
Yeah, the question is, would you display this at home? And
And
everyone.
the answer has been categorically
No. So we are talking about the joys of homemade gifts. Louise is in Sinagra. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Louise. Okay, so are you the person who makes the homemade gifts or have you received them?
Oh, no, my daughter and I are the receivers.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you get?
So my mother thought that it would be fantastic to hand make a balsa wood gift box to hold all of her keepsakes as she grows up for her first birthday. So it's teeth and hair locks and things like that. But it's this suitcase designed box that's painted with like a dark baby pink with bits of lace glued into the drawers and those delightful little gold clasps that you get from the cheapy shop and the craft shops, and then it's got a thick PVC, like PVA glue lacquer over it, if it seals the paint doesn't chip off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It is hidden in a cupboard far, far from anyone's eyes.
Do you think you're ever going to look back on it and go, oh, my God, how sweet, this is a treasured family keepsake?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it and what is a nice way to say, oh, this happened to it. I'm so sorry, Mum.
Hey, Lou, I'll do you a deal. You burn mine, I'll smash yours.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, thanks, Louise. Lisa is in Mandurah. Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Lisa.
Now, do you give the handmade gifts or do you receive them?
Well, firstly, I believe if once you give a gift, it's gone. So you don't get to tell someone how to use it. So,
Okay. Oh, that's good news for you,
But
Nathan.
moving on, my sister bought one of those new things now called a cricket machine.
Yes.
So she has personalised basically everything for me. I've got mugs, I've got 2 water bottles, I've got a mason jar, I've got a milk jug.
Sorry, let me just
all with my name on it.
machines, Sean, these machines, it's like a printer for stickers and stuff. So you know how people
and it
organise their
engraves.
pantries and they've got like a beautiful script font that says sugar on that?
Yep.
It sort of does
And it personalises
Yes,
it. So she's put my name on everything. So I've got a serving platter with my name on it.
Well, you
And
take
she
to somebody's
asks,
house.
like, are you still using that water bottle with your name on it? And I'm like, yeah, I've got 3. Like, all different. It's just too much. You can only handle so much with your name on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Lisa.
You're like a psychopath that labels everything in your house. The kettle's got a name on it. The fridge has got a name on it.
It's also mine.
That's too much.
Okay, that is so funny.
Oh, Lisa, that's spectacular.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
2 examples there.
Tracy, hello.
Good morning, how are you?
Great, Trace. Are you the giver or the recipient?
It was actually my husband was a recipient.
Okay.
Excited. What did he get?
Yeah, so my husband, to set the scene, 6'1", Kiwi guy, heavily tattooed, real man's man. He's a chef, gold plate chef. So my auntie, she decides to make him some pot mitts and some hot toast.
Yes, because he's a chef.
He's a chef. He needs them.
So she sends them off early because she has to go to other family first. My mum brings the gifts, hands it out. My husband opens it and goes, what the hell?
What the hell is this? Now, can I ask you, how did she construct it? Was it crocheted? Was it sewn like
It was
a patch?
crocheted.
Crocheted pot mitt.
Yep.
Why
And
would
because
you-
he's Kiwi, she
Yep.
did the black and the white.
Perfect.
Okay, that makes sense.
I would have rather black and white, so that would have been nice.
Yeah, that could. No, they could work with something.
Yeah, I don't understand what happens when you start crocheting that makes you believe people want the thing you're making.
Yeah.
What happens in the process? Does it happen right at the start? Or somehow
It's also
do you
just
get like
it's a thing that shouldn't be crocheted. Do you know what I mean? Like, 'cause there's like essentially holes in crochet, and you
Oh,
don't want
yes.
a hole in a pot mitt.
You don't.
know?
Hey, Tracy, years ago we spoke to somebody and his grandmother had crocheted him a pair of bathers.
And they were
Think about
brown.
that.
They were brown, and when they got wet, they got heavy.
Yeah, and it just had like, and he had to tie it like,
Yeah, with some
tie it
ribbon.
no, it was like a hair ribbon.
Oh, the worst part was when my auntie came and she was so excited and said, did you like your present? My husband went, yep, great, thank you, because he had no intentions of ever using it.
Yes.
Our daughter, unfortunately, has autism, is very direct, goes, no, Dad, you said more crap. I'm like,
Oh, I love
You
her.
trust the kid to come
The
clean.
truth police.
Oh, that's great,
too
Trace.
good. Thanks, Trace. Emma's in Mullaloo. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Emma. Did you make a homemade gift?
Yes, I did. About 7 years ago, I made my now mother-in-law, who I think let's just politely say is difficult. I made her a ceramic nameplate for their front door. I really personalised it.
You wrote massive bitch on it.
Very personal.
Secretly, that was under the first underglaze layer.
Yeah, that's right. Only you know. Yes.
Yes.
I had flowers on it that she liked and wombats. And anyway, she's a massive punctuation person. She corrects people's Facebook statuses for grammar and that kind of thing. And on Christmas Eve, I panicked that because it belonged to her, she'd need an apostrophe in her name. And so I added an apostrophe with a black outline, and it didn't need an apostrophe.
It didn't need one.
So she unwrapped it and then immediately rewrapped it. And 7 years later, it's still on her kitchen bench in the Christmas paper and bubble wrap.
Well, she's been sitting there on there. Yes.
She doesn't want to touch it. Just get rid of it.
Surely you would have elbowed it off so it smashed, wouldn't you?
It's a constant reminder that I got a gift wrong.
Yeah, that was a massive fail. Oh.
Emma, did you Google whether it...
proposing.
With the apostrophe...
They didn't stop her son proposing later that year. So
Okay. All right. I mean, she wasn't happy about it, but, you know.
Oh, my God. So we go to Natalie when we need grammar.
Yeah, that's true.
I cannot believe for 7 years it's sitting there half still wrapped.
It's like, surely you put it away at some point.
It's just a reminder.
Emma.
Thanks, Em.
That's great. Shannon's in Mandurah. Hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Great, Shannon. Did you give or did you receive the homemade gift?
Received. Well received. So 20 years ago, I got my driver's licence at the end of November. It was my birthday. And my grandmother for Christmas, she made me a paper mache snake. And she gave me instructions on how to put it on the dash to stop anyone from burglaring and stealing my car.
Oh, because I think a snake is there. Why would you... Yeah, okay.
So she tried to make it as realistic as possible.
Why didn't she just buy you a club lock?
She literally painted it green, like the green body, with a red mouth.
Yeah.
I thought it must have been Christmas themed or something like that, but with full instructions on where to put it on the dash.
Did she think
And that
birds
was-
were going to
yeah.
steal your car?
So her thinking is, so the paper mache snake, someone will come along and they're about to smash the window open and go, oh, no, I'm not going in there, there's a snake.
Yeah, a snake. Yeah, no, unbelievable. Yeah, she was always doing wacky things, but that was definitely up there.
I reckon
So,
she
yeah.
was just...
She'd had a couple.
Oh, yeah, or she just thought, let's see, do the stupidest thing and see if she falls for it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, look at this
she's
idiot. My
winding you
son
up.
married.
Yeah, she probably had a bit of shivers that night when she was making it, no
exactly.
doubt.
Oh, that's a beautiful tale. Thank you.
We've got a stay at Rendezvous Perth Scarborough, by the way. Check out Rendezvous Film Club with exclusive club lounge access. Head to rendezvouspurthscarborough.com.au. It's going to go to Emma. They were all fantastic.
So funny.
Emma, you're going to get that.
Also, everybody that we spoke to is in the running to go and see a young up-and-comer named Taylor Swift. Live in Tokyo, if you don't mind. You just have to get on air with us, and they all did. So congratulations, you're in the running.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Time for us to get out of here. We've made it through the first show back for the year.
What a start it was, too. The beginning. Jeez, we come out of the gates hard.
Yeah, we did have some technical issues early.
Yeah, but it's all ironed out now because the real show starts.
The Ben Show.
The Ben Show.
Do you reckon?
Ben.
Ben's been
Hey,
pressing-
Ben.
Ironed out all
frantically
the kinks.
pressing the buttons all morning.
The phones are back working.
Yeah.
Your
Should be
first day
good.
back from break
My
as
first
well.
day back at work.
Where have you been?
I went to Bali for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Where'd you stay?
Yeah. The Padma.
That's Sean's
Leggings.
home ground.
Come on, the home
Local
ground.
Did they talk about him when you were there?
I should have
'Cause
dropped your name.
Did you see Nova that works around the pool there?
Probably, maybe.
Oh.
Mate, Nova.
Couple of
he's been
nights
there for
in-
20 years.
In Ubud as well, and then back to Seminyak.
Just to
Can't
do some
escape
yoga
Nova.
and meditation.
Yeah, some cheap NBA jerseys.
Wait there, you
Oh, yeah.
you
All
stayed
the
in
usuals.
3 different places in Bali.
Yeah, we're there for 2 weeks.
Hang on, wait, there are other places other than the
So wait
Padma?
there,
Sean
do
never
people,
told
do, people
us
do that? Wait there, do people
Not
swap
me.
hotels?
Not me. Definitely
I've
not.
never heard of that.
Just bounce around, check out different places.
How did you enjoy the buffet, Ben?
The buffet was amazing. Yeah.
Next
good.
level.
Oh, and the pool, the breakfast in the pool, they bring it out on like a platter.
Oh, and it floats
Yeah,
around.
nothing better than a wet
Yeah.
crumpet, hey, Sean?
It's been a while.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.